In the Dragon Ball franchise, Goku, our main character, has made a lot of tough decisions over the course of the series. However, not all of these decisions have been particularly well made and well chosen. So today in this video, myself and Geeklist TV are going to be listing off the 5 times Goku screwed up in the Dragon Ball franchise. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all upcoming videos in the future. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and today we're going to be listing off those 5 times that we believe Goku really screwed up in the Dragon Ball franchise. And today joining me is someone you've seen on my videos in the past, and his name is...
What's up guys, MJ from Geeklist TV. Thank you for having me back on the channel, Mike.
Yeah, so MJ, we've talked about this a good enough amount of times off the air about how Goku has really kind of made some bad decisions in the Dragon Ball franchise. So I thought it was kind of appropriate for us to actually do a video about this, discussing it right today. So we're going to start off from 5, going up to number 1. We're going to alternate, switching between the two of us, starting off describing how Goku really messed up. And first off, we're going to start with number 5 on this list. And MJ, how about you go ahead and explain what number 5 is?
Well, number 5 is Goku not killing Majin Buu when he had the chance. Now, I can think of a couple of times that Goku had the chance to kill Majin Buu and he never did. The most blatant time was when he fought Majin Buu to stall time so Trunks can go get the radar. And basically, Mike, he chose not to. And it was pretty much stated in the manga, and I believe in the anime as well, that if he maybe could have gone all out, he could have, but he chose not to leave it into the hands of Goten and Trunks, who were learning the fusion technique. And really, dude, I don't know why he did not just try to, at least, bro, because what happened after that? You had Majin Buu split. You had Majin Buu literally destroy everybody on the face of the planet. You had him kill Goku's family and friends. He ate them, bro. And literally ran amok and took on his sons. And finally, the Earth was destroyed by the final carnation of Kid Buu. So much stuff happened, and it probably could have just been in the backseat if Goku had just went all out, if he had just killed Majin Buu when he had the chance. At least that's the way I look at it,
Yeah, absolutely. And really, Goku did make a number of kind of bad decisions at the time during the Buu saga, and that has to be a big one. Goku did flat out say to Vegeta that he could have defeated the fat Majin Buu when he fought him, initially, as you had described, which kind of does seem like he was kind of like mocking Vegeta a little bit almost. It's like, oh yeah, Vegeta, you tried your best and you even blew yourself up and you failed. I could have totally beaten him though. I just didn't because I'm a dick.
He was a major dick in the Buu saga, bro.
Yeah, seriously. He's just like, it's fine. I just blew up 1/10 the planet. It's good. It's all good. Too bad for those people, though. We have the Dragon Balls, at least. But anyway, let's get into the next one, which is number 4 on this list. And that's going to be Goku not killing Dr. Gero when he had the chance. And now I'm going to preface this because there are 2 examples of which Goku could have killed Dr. Gero and decided not to. The first one happens off screen, as far as we know, during the Red Ribbon Army saga of Dragon Ball, at least according to the Dragon Ball Z section, the manga and the anime, that Goku basically left Dr. Gero, the mastermind of the Red Ribbon Army, alive, which inevitably allowed him to go on in the future to create the androids who killed all the Z fighters and pretty much rained terror upon the history of Trunks and the original timelines. However, Goku also had a second opportunity when, after Trunks came back from the past, Bulma suggested the idea that they use the Dragon Balls to wish to find out where Gero is and kill him before he ever has the chance to even make the androids. Now, there's an argument as to whether or not he was already working on them at the time, but if they had just found him, they could have easily wiped him out. But overall, Goku had 2 opportunities to kill this mastermind who eventually led to his own death from Cell at the end of that arc. So really, that was a big mistake, and it led to a lot of hardship for people in 2 completely different timelines separate from his own, and even some hardship with his own death for his own family.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that, man. He really did mess up there. And people might argue, well, Bulma was the one who suggested it, and Goku didn't really want to do that, and the others didn't want to as well. But if you kind of go back and watch it, Goku was sort of the one to lead the charge. And plus, Krillin or Killian did seem to kind of say that Bulma's idea was okay. So I think if Goku had just said, yeah, let's do what Bulma suggested, I feel like the others would have followed suit, you know what I mean? And again, it would have saved so much hardships from the people that, you know, Goku loves. You know, they had to face, like Cell, for example, you know what I mean? He came up and gosh, Cell was one of the worst villains as far as like them having to face this strong opponent that was a huge threat to them, not only the planet, but the solar system, you know what I mean? So he could have definitely saved them a bunch of hardships if they just decided to take out Garo when he had the chance.
Absolutely. So MJ, what is the next one on this list?
Well, the next one comes from Dragon Ball Super. And again, there's a different continuity from the manga adaptation to the anime adaptation of the Future Trunks arc, but we're going to be taking a look at the anime version. Now, people have made jokes about how Goku in Super is not so much that he's dumber, but that he's just more childish, and he kind of has this mentality that if he meets a strong person, he wants to punch him in the face, and he constantly wants to do that with everyone he meets. He did it to Monaka, he almost punched the Omni King, and then of course he did it to Zamasu. Now, you can make the argument that Zamasu was already feeling hatred towards the mortals, but Goku really did push that over the edge. He beat Zamasu, and you can make the argument that Zamasu was holding back, which is completely plausible, but the fact of the matter is Zamasu was shocked that a mortal could gain as much power as they did, as in Goku did. And not only that, but he was hanging around with Whis and Beerus like if they're buddies, and this really just angered Zamasu. And from the after effects of Goku meeting Zamasu, we see that Zamasu literally wiped out all the Kaioshin in the future, which took out all the gods of destruction, and supposedly he's been eliminating planets and civilizations, and then literally tortured Trunks' life for an entire year. I mean, if Goku had not just was so insistent on fighting Zamasu, I think that could have been saved, at least, you know what I mean? Hell, maybe even not even going with Whis and them to investigate Universe 10's Kaioshin, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree. Zamasu does say that Trunks was pretty much at fault for everything happening, because he went back in time and gave Goku the heart virus medication, but if Goku wasn't a jerk and decided to punch a god in the face, then this probably wouldn't have happened in the first place, you know, because Zamasu, as we saw with the future Zamasu from Trunks' timeline, he had hatred towards mortals, but the fact of the matter is that he didn't even know about Goku or mortals being that powerful, I suppose, until he even saw the multiversal tournament, or at least in the anime version, until he fought Goku himself. So it was a direct intervention by Goku, more or less, that caused everything to kind of spiral out of control. You know, just because Goku wanted to fight him because he thought he was strong, and Gawasu, of course, is like, okay, I don't see how this could possibly backfire at all, so I'm going to just allow it to happen. But MJ, what would be our number 2 on this list and the next one coming up?
Goku married Chi-Chi. Now, Mike, I don't know about you, but I feel like this shouldn't have happened. I feel like a lot of shit came off from this happening. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, basically, let's think about it like this. Goku, even though he didn't even know what marriage was at the time, and, you know, barely had seen Chi-Chi that much over the course of Dragon Ball, decided, okay, I'm just going to take this crazy girl and marry her because she wants to marry me. And eventually that led to pretty much their relationship, and of course it led to the creation of my favorite character in Gohan. But let's think about it like this. Chi-Chi is, even though she comes from a family that's supposedly rich, she's always poor, she's always complaining and attacking Goku. She didn't let her own son really train that much when her own son was pretty much the hope of the universe, who eventually went on to defeat one of the biggest villains that anyone had ever faced at the time. And she's always constantly kinda in Goku's way, not letting him train, even though honestly, despite the fact that he's not a very supportive husband, he still has far more important things to do, like trying to train to be able to fight the strongest people in the universe who will destroy the entire multiverse on a whim. So let's think about it like this. Maybe Goku would have been better off marrying Bulma, because Bulma is rich already, so they wouldn't have to care about money, so Goku could train. If they had a kid, Bulma let Trunks train as much as he wanted, so they probably would have let Gohan train, or, whatever their son happened to be named at the time, if they even had a son, and he would have been probably even stronger, and so a lot of the problems from Dragon Ball Z simply would not have happened, and it's all Chi-Chi's fault. Good job, Goku. You messed up there, too.
And she's also doing the same to Real's favorite character, Goten, as he is.
Yeah, now she's making Goten go to school. Sorry, Mark. He's never going to make a difference. Ever. Okay, so finally on this list, we are going to have to mention the most popular version of this, how Goku messed up, and really the kind of highest profile time. However, again, there's two versions of this, and this is when Goku let Frieza live. Now, the first time when Goku let Frieza live, that was on Namek, when he had Frieza got cut in half by his own technique, and Goku gave him his energy and let him pretty much live. Now, first off, Goku had powered down into his base form again and was letting Frieza live because you're no longer a threat to me. But if Goku had a brain in his head, he should have seen this guy as a genocidal maniac who in no way, shape, or form is just going to let this go. He's not going to let Goku just walk away after he beat him and embarrassed the crap out of him. He's going to keep fighting, and he did. And then he kept fighting again, even though he was only like a floating half of a body, and tried to attack Goku with his own energy, and Goku still held back and let him live, even though he exploded inside of a planet. Whatever. But the fact of the matter is, this also went on to happen again, and Goku didn't learn from his mistakes the first time, when in Resurrection F, Goku had beaten Frieza because of Frieza's, lack of stamina due to his new transformation and not truly mastering it at first, kind of similar to what happened on Namek. However, when this happened, Goku decided to power down into his base again, according to the Dragon Ball Super version, and just say, it's okay, Frieza, maybe you can get stronger, fight me again, whatever, go on and live out your life, just like he said on Namek. And then Goku got blasted straight through the chest by a common ray gun. Seriously, Goku, what the hell?
It's kind of funny too, Mike, because you just mentioned, hey, let this go on, you can live your life, train, come back and fight me again, right? Goku, as we can tell from the recent arc, has not even gotten, maybe at the most, over 10 times stronger than what he was in the Universe 6 tournament. If he let Frieza go train for a year and he came back, Frieza would have murked everybody on the planet.
Frieza trained for 4 months and he became stronger than a stronger version of God in Goku. All right. And then, it's like, oh, you can go train some more, Frieza. It's okay. What? How is that possible? But let's also think about it. Goku not killing Frieza when he had the chance also caused the destruction of the Earth. And if Whis was not there to wish the Earth back with all those people there, including Vegeta, Goku's supposed friend at the time, then either everyone would have died at the hands of Frieza because they can't breathe in space, or they would have had to quickly go to New Namek and have to wish him back. But at the end of the day, it caused the death of all of his friends and his family, just because he decided to once again let this homicidal, genocidal maniac who literally killed his father, his mother, his entire family and civilization, just because he's an idiot and wanted to let him live.
Yeah, I agree. Really is stupid.
Goku doesn't always make these horrible decisions. However, he has made a good amount, as we've demonstrated here. Now, if you guys have your own other mentions that we did not put on this list, it is only a top 5. So let us know down below in the comments section some other times Goku really messed up that we might have forgotten about or just couldn't fit on this list. Also, don't forget to go over to Geeklist TV's channel because he makes Dragon Ball content as well as movie content and other content you're really going to enjoy. And also, if you like this video, please drop a like. It really helps the channel, and click that subscribe button as well as notifications if you want to see more videos like this in the future, so you can see them all right when they come out right away. And as I always say, stick around because there's a lot more to come in the future.
And you better subscribe!